It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC West foes. It's the cap to the Golden Eagles, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here between the Columbus Caps taking on the Golden Eagles of Buenos Aires. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here.
It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there is no way that ball was going to be caught.
Flush to his right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago.
10 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back to throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there,
and it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Caps will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their... And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A look at the numbers last week for Olave. 3 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Purdy's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll look to throw here.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Matt. Check it.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
2nd and 9. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on 1st down. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Running left is Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Caps are able to add on to that lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Purdy. Right back to Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Golden Eagles are back within a score.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield, creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Caps add 6 to their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, but the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Purdy from the gun.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Derek Hall.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Purdy now to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
Going right back to Fant.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Caps are able to stretch out their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Golden Eagles 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll take over.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, you're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Purdy's throw caught by Olave.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So we come upon half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
16.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
48-yard gain. First down, Columbus.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
There he goes left side. Touchdown.
Ken Walker
With career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Caps are able to widen their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Purdy.
Pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Take it at the 37. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Across midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Austin Eckler. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Olave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th-quarter comeback because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Purdy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Hall able to record his 5th sack of the season. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Near his goal line, here's Purdy. This one taken in by Olave.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy from the gun.
Able to shake him off.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And not too long ago, the last drive, they had the 4th down stop, set the offense up in great field position. They'll be looking to do that once more.
And as a general rule, no matter how you end up stopping someone on 4th down, kind of starts up front with the big guys, doesn't it? Getting the leverage, being able to hold that point of attack, and maybe even take the line of scrimmage and move it backwards and make a big play.
What do you say, low man wins?
Every single time.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Play action. Now Purdy. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
And he coughed it up.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Purdy's throw caught by Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Completes to Njoku.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Purdy to throw.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.